Hey, Commanders Nation, what's up? Hold on to your hats, because we're diving deep into our team's roster for the 2025 season. We talk a lot about the big names, the high draft picks, but what about the players who are somewhat hidden, maybe not in the spotlight right now, but who have enormous potential to surprise and make a difference? I've prepared an analysis highlighting 3 gems who could shine brightly and help the Commanders take that next step. Stick with me to the end, because you need to know these guys. And don't forget to like the video. It's just one click and helps me a lot. To start, we know the new Washington Commanders management and coaching staff aren't hiding their desire to advance even further in 2025. After a season where the team showed promising signs, the goal is clear: close the gap on the top contenders in the conference and truly contend for the title. The team made a series of important changes during the offseason, bringing in new talent and adjusting the roster to become more competitive. And if that gap with top competitors is truly closed next season, it's highly likely that will be due not only to the performances of established players, but also to the impressive performances of some athletes who might not be on everyone's radar. I believe the team's success in 2025 could hinge directly on the development and contribution of a pair of promising rookies, and a veteran out to prove his worth. Let's start with a player who generated quite a bit of discussion among us fans because of the contract the organization gave him. Defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw. General manager Adam Peters received some criticism for the bet on Kinlaw, the 14th overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft by the 49ers, who, to be frank, didn't quite live up to the high expectations that came with his draft position in his first few years in the league. But Adam Peters, who worked with Kinlaw in San Francisco, has a different perspective and is betting big that Kinlaw will finally reach his full potential here in Washington. According to a post by Nikki Javala on X, Peters described Javon Kinlaw as a dictator, praising his explosiveness and physical strength. He made it clear that the team believes Kinlaw will be a great commander, which makes me a little more optimistic about this signing. In addition, Peters spoke positively about Kinlaw's unique size, as reported by Ben Standig on X. He said Kinlaw can play at any weight, and that would be good for how the team plans to use him both inside the defensive line and on the edge in certain formations. Peters seems to genuinely believe that his best football is ahead of him, indicating that the peak of Kinlaw's career is yet to come. Peters also commented that Kinlaw's battle with injuries, despite the difficulties, made him stronger. According to Commanders.com, the general manager said that, to Kinlaw's credit, he fought back and came back even better, which was truly impressive. Peters compared Kinlaw's playing time over the last 2 years, in San Francisco and then with the New York Jets, as essentially his first 2 years in the NFL, and highlighted that he has a huge hunger to improve, something the team highly values. Having a player with Kinlaw's potential and physical strength in the middle of our defense, alongside Payne and rookie Newton, could give the Commanders an underrated interior defensive line. This unit has this potential to be one of the team's positive surprises in 2025, generating pressure up the middle and making life difficult for opposing offenses, crucial for the success of any NFL defense. When asked about giving Kinlaw a contract considered high, Adam Peters reiterated his points. He mentioned the serious injury Javon suffered in 2021 and how he reacted to it. Peters reinforced that Kinlaw fought back and came back even better, which was impressive, and that his recent playing time is like his first years in the league, meaning there's still plenty of room for growth and development. Moving to the secondary, an area where Coach Dan Quinn certainly wants to see major improvement, we need to talk about rookie cornerback Trey Amos. Coach Quinn had more success in his previous teams, like the Cowboys, when his cornerbacks were able to make life difficult for opposing receivers with aggressive coverage. Unfortunately, the Commanders' secondary in 2024 didn't quite live up to that approach. The team's hope is that Trey Amos, a second-round pick in the last draft, can provide that aggressive spark and the coverage that Dan Quinn values so much. Amos showed in college that he has a special knack for the ball, which is an essential characteristic for a good cornerback. According to a post by Doug Farrar on X, Amos is one of those players who simply has an instinct for the ball. Doug Farrar highlighted that Trey Amos from Ole Miss had 3 interceptions and defended 10 passes in 2024 in college, showing that he's extremely agile in keeping up with receiver routes. Furthermore, Farrar noted that Amos can draw the quarterback's attention, read passes coming from different sides of the field, and quickly converge on the ball. These are qualities that get me excited about what he can do in the NFL. Farrar added a crucial point about Amos's connection to Dan Quinn's scheme. He recalled that the Cowboys under Dan Quinn were one of the best teams in the NFL in press man coverage. The Commanders under Quinn in 2024 struggled in this area, largely because, in Farrar's opinion, they didn't have the necessary personnel. And that's precisely why, according to him, the team drafted Trey Amos. General manager Adam Peters has a very high opinion of Trey Amos, going so far as to say he could have been a first-round pick, not just the second round where the team selected him. Peters revealed that Amos was in contention for the Commanders' first-round pick, showing how highly the team evaluated him. He said they were really impressed with the kind of young man and player Amos is. Peters also commented that Trey Amos can thrive in any defensive scheme, which increased the Commanders' interest in drafting him. He highlighted that Amos earned everything he has through hard work and that he represents exactly the kind of characteristics the team looks for in a cornerback. This combination of talent, hard work, and mentality makes me believe that Amos could indeed be a hidden gem. Finally, let's talk about a rookie on offense who can contribute in different ways, wide receiver Jalen Lane. Lane's skill set suggests he can be a key contributor for the team in various situations throughout the 2025 season. Don't expect Lane to be the main receiver, with 80 receptions and 1,000 yards, at least not in his first year. He's the type of player who might have a 20-yard run on a reverse one week. The following week, Jalen Lane might score a touchdown on special teams, returning a punt or a kickoff. And another week, he might have 4 receptions for 70 yards, showcasing his ability as a receiver. This versatility and ability to impact the game in different ways make him a valuable player, even if he's not the main focus of the passing attack. He's one of those guys who can change the momentum of a game with a single explosive play. Beyond his on-field skills, Jalen Lane brings infectious enthusiasm, which should make him a positive presence in the team's locker room. According to The Hoffman Show via Odyssey.com, Lane commented that the Commanders' locker room has a vibe similar to a college locker room where players are very close all the time. He said he didn't know what to expect, but that guys are joking around and it feels like a real brotherhood. Lane found it surreal to be around some better-known players, but highlighted that this demonstrates what the bosses, meaning the team's leadership, are trying to build: a brotherhood and a strong bond between the players. This positive mentality and ability to quickly integrate into the group are important characteristics for a rookie seeking to find his place on an NFL team. Jalen Lane seems poised to take over as the team's primary punt returner, a position where the Commanders have used many different players over the last 10 seasons, a total of 18. This shows a lack of stability in that role, and Lane has the confidence needed to take on that responsibility. According to Commanders.com, Lane is quite confident in his abilities as a returner. After being drafted, Jalen Lane said that just being there, he feels he can make any play, any catch, and ultimately take it all the way to the end zone, meaning scoring a touchdown. He stated that's what he wants to do as a returner, showing his aggressive mentality and desire to make big plays on special teams. This confidence is crucial for a returner who needs to be fearless and decisive. And Lane has the key tool to be a successful returner: speed. He acknowledged this himself. "Speed is one of my strengths," Lane said. He intends to use that speed whenever possible to create explosive plays. He reiterated his confidence and said he feels he will be able to help the team score some touchdowns. A dangerous returner can change the field position and give the offense a privileged position, which is very valuable. So, Commanders Nation, there you have it. 3 players, Javon Kinlaw, Trey Amos, and Jalen Lane, who may not be receiving the same attention as other players on the roster, but who, in my opinion, have the potential to be true hidden gems in 2025. The team's gamble on Kinlaw, the confidence in Amos to bolster the secondary, and Lane's explosive versatility on special teams and offense could be determining factors in our success. Now, I want to know your opinion, Commanders Nation. After learning a little more about Javon Kinlaw, Trey Amos, and Jalen Lane and what the team expects from them, which of these 3 players do you think has the greatest potential to become a key piece and surprise everyone in the 2025 season? Leave your comment below. Let's discuss these hidden gems. And if you enjoyed this analysis and don't want to miss any details about our team, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss out. To conclude, with the Washington Commanders looking to take the next step and close the gap on their rivals, and with the team betting on the potential of players like Javon Kinlaw, Trey Amos, and Jalen Lane to contribute significantly, the big question that remains, and which only time and on-field performance will answer, is: will these hidden gems truly shine brightly in 2025? Proving the team's gamble on them was right, and helping the Commanders achieve the goals we fans so desperately desire? The expectation is enormous.